Okay, we're continuing with the Gospel according to Mark, chapter 9, verses 1 through 12. This is about the transfiguration of Jesus. We'll look at the pictures first, then we'll go through the text. So, Jesus had been with his disciples, and he was talking more and more about his imminent crucifixion and resurrection. And he wanted a moment to step aside, sort of like in a vision, to have a conversation with Elijah the prophet and Moses as well. So Elijah is like a representative of the prophets. Moses is representative of the law. And during this moment called the transfiguration is the change in appearance. He changed and sort of became more bright and filled with light. Sort of this shimmering, lighted appearance is more indicative of something holy and beyond regular humans. Okay, so here's another version of the painting. This one is the last one by Carl Bloch, 1880. This one is by Giovanni Salvato, Transfiguration of Christ, talking to Elijah and Moses. And these are the disciples there looking on. Okay, here's the Transfiguration of Christ. This is the painting by Raphael from 1520. And again, the same story, talking to Elijah and Moses. There's the disciples, and there's the other people, the people who had come to see Jesus to be healed. Okay, so here's the text. Gospel of Mark, chapter 9, verses 1 through 12. And then Jesus said to them, "Assuredly I say to you." By the way, that's like a big introductory statement. In the King James Version of the Bible, it'll be "Verily I say unto you." But in this version, it's "Assuredly I say to you, that there are some standing here who will not taste death till they see the kingdom." Okay, it's a little bit ambiguous. What does he mean by the kingdom? See his resurrection, his ascension, the spirit of Pentecost, the spread of Christianity, or simply the splendor of the transfiguration, okay, which in a way is like an omen, a good omen, suggestive of the possibility of resurrection and God's present power. Okay, Jesus transfigured at the Mount. Now after 6 days, Jesus took Peter, James, and John and led them up to a high mountain, apart by themselves. And he was transfigured before them. His clothes became shining, exceedingly white, like snow, such as no launderer on earth can whiten them. And Elijah, the representative of the prophets, appeared to them with Moses, representative of the law, and they were talking with Jesus. Then Peter answered and said to Jesus, "Rabbi, it is good for us to be here, and let us make 3 tabernacles, one for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah." Because he did not know what to say, and they were greatly afraid. And a cloud came and overshadowed them, and a voice came out of the cloud, saying, "This is my beloved Son, hear him." Suddenly when they looked around, they saw no one any more, but Jesus was with them. Now as they came down from the mountain, he commanded them that they should tell no one of the things that they had seen, till the Son of Man had risen from the dead. Jesus didn't want people confused, because a lot of them had this idea that the Messiah would come and he would conquer the Romans, rather than the actual mission of Christ was to conquer sin and death through the resurrection. So they kept this word to themselves, questioning what the rising from the dead meant. And they asked him, saying, Why do the scribes say that Elijah must come first? Then he answered them and told them, "Indeed, Elijah is coming first and restores all things. And how is it written concerning the Son of Man that he must suffer many things and be treated with contempt? But I say to you that Elijah has come." So this is implying that John the Baptist, being a representative of the prophets and Elijah, is what he meant, it seems. "And they did to him whatever they wished, as it is written of him." Okay, so hope you found that helpful.